Well, hello enlisted in the Army of Gmodism and commissioned officers. You're welcome back to our Bomber Challenge, The Trials, Season 1. I'm sitting here all geared up, and we are of course first going to thank the commissioned officers in the Army of Gmodism for supporting the channel every month. Huge thanks to Admiral Super Dave, Captain Y, Commander Jacob, Lieutenants Asteria, C2, Cravey, Parbagri, Talaras and Vincent Veritas. You help a lot. And also thanks to all of our cadets. You were not forgotten. We're going to begin to test the bombers against sea targets. And the first way we're going to do this with is to test a single bomber against a single sea target. Now I have walked through the different types of crafts that can appear in the campaign, and I've come to the conclusion that the best test subject for this is the Onyx Watch's Claymore. So we will begin to conduct the tests. The Claymore is a good target because it's pretty meaty and still it doesn't have very good armor, but it has a lot of health. And using bombs, it should be the best way to tackle this type of craft. So this is an optimal condition for bombers. Now this craft can't really shoot back, so it won't really test the bomber's survivability. But if the bombers on the other hand get hit by big crams like this from a craft with somewhat poor tracking, well, maybe that's just unlucky, or maybe it's a very invasive bomber. Now I have a grading chart, which is kind of a secret. I will not share with you the grades that each of the crafts get during the tests. So basically I have adjusted some points dependent on the cost of the ships, or the, not ships, we have some airships, but the bombers themselves. So more expensive designs have gotten a 0, too expensive designs have gotten minus points, and cheap designs have gotten plus points. This is because in some scenarios the ships are tested one by one versus one target, and not in cost. Later on we will provide a group test. But basically the cost of the ship, it's of course good if a cheaper bomber can perform as well as a more expensive bomber, and it deserves plus points for that. So that is why. But again, the grading I will not share with you from the get-go, but you will see it in the end. So you can make your own assumptions, but I don't want you to be able to calculate which crafts are most likely to win based on my scoring in the videos. And we will see if all of the bombers will be tested in one single episode, or if we have to divide them in 2 episodes, because there are a lot of them after all. Thanks for all the submissions. Well, your Lord High Admiral will now get back into the game. 2,000 meters away, a Claymore has spawned, and first out is Adhering, which actually has a too expensive craft. So it apparently begins circling the enemy. And what is going on here? Oh, wow. That's something. That's unexpected. We'll conduct the tests again. That was a little bit too quick. We didn't see what even happened there. We're gonna lock on to the Claymore instead. And we have some very penetrating capabilities. I think it had a lucky shot and took out, or it kills the target using EMP. So can be smart to wield some EMP. Oh yes, there we go. That's some easy kills right there. Very good performance from Adhering submission. And this is the order we will go through. We have Adhering, the Secret Advisor / Kovrax. We have Jonas first, second, kinda sexy, and then we have Light of the World, Netrameira, Nildens 3, Ovo, we have Pizza Summoner, we have Rush, we got Sean Reed's 4, Shotguns 1, Scuvimations 2, Straight American Imperialists 1, The Cringes 2, and Captain, AoG Captain Wise bomber plane last year. So this is the order we will follow all of these challenges with, which means that next up is the highly anticipated Manta War from the Secret Advisor / Kovlax. It has a beautiful standby mood, so with no target it is tucked away in storage right now. So if an enemy would stealthily appear 2000 meters away, we'll see how it reacts. I kinda didn't notice, but it actually has an ish cockpit here too. That's pretty cool. In any case, let us start. Right, it rises. Locks on the diffs. And we're firing away. That looks like some pretty huge damage. It's trying to shoot back, but oh wow, that's serious damage. It's not quite dead, but it basically is pretty dead. Look at that. And it even is doing its evasive maneuvers in order to not get hit. Very smart, very intelligent. It goes back for another reload. It has 5 shots per gun in total. Alright. And it's getting close. Wow, it's just moving so organically. That's so cool. We're gonna slow down time right here. Look at these shells. They're just saying AoG, Invictus, all of them. Slow down again. Okay. It's a small target. Bam. That is some serious damage. I believe it. I'm surprised if it's still alive. It kind of is. Interesting. It's basically dead. It comes in for another swoop. Look at it go. Looking pretty amazing. And we're for another volley. Oh, wow. Completely annihilated. Alright. Let's try that again. Alright. We look at it go again. We're gonna sit in here. It's starting to burn with anger. And it fires 2 volleys right there. Alright, that's some big damage. It really takes out huge chunks of health there. It has splendid performance against dealing damage. It's almost, however, like its damage is meant for bigger ships. So this thing, out of luck or something else, doesn't get completely destroyed. Here it comes again. Wow, this looks so effectful. That's pretty cool. Okay. And it's deleted. Well, that's some very good performance. Here we have the next submission. This is Jono's second submission, which is of course the Isanth. Is it 5? Yes, the Isanth 5. I was thinking, was it 4 or 5? The Isanth 5 from StarMade. So yeah. Probably need to check in what's happening with StarMade soon. But it stands here and casually hovers, so let's spawn an enemy for it. And there we go. It's the Claymore. It fired a volley and missed. Coming in here. Just hovering in the sky. Does it have a rail? It's so still, it's probably lucky it didn't get hit there. Alright. Can we get some... It's chilling. Oh no! Ooh, that was just pure luck, I think. It's not shooting very often, is it? Like, sooner or later these crams are bound to hit if it doesn't have... Maybe it has some type of... Yes! It's moving from side to side, isn't it? I think it has evasion. Well, that's good at least. Well, it comes with another volley there. Not dealing a lot of damage, is it? Coming another little volley. Well, now it got some damage dealt, it felt like. Mostly against the crams. It looks like this is gonna take a while. Next volley is coming. Well, more crams. Cram blocks. Oh! Damn! It actually got hit. Well, since we're not really measuring the survivability, we're repairing it with the bot right now, it seems like, but... Okay. I don't know if it has evasion or if it just goes from side to side. But that's the cockpit. Wow, okay. Trying to fire another volley. How much health is it? Is it 90%? Oh, it just lacks firepower. It lacks firepower. Yeah. Let's try again here and see if we can get some better hits from the start. It seems it misses its first volley. It seems to be some... Was that armor piercing and high explosive? Alright. The Claymore is lining up here. I was very surprised with Adnekria's bomber's ability to just kill the AI super quickly and efficient, which is a valid tactic against many targets indeed. So it's that was some really good setup. Now we could see it got hit again. It's so still it gets hit by crams, which isn't great. You can see here it fires another volley, but I don't think the S1E2 will be able to take out the target in a reasonable amount of time. So we will probably move on to the next target, Jono's real submission, because I do believe we've seen enough of its performance in this particular setting. Now it should be said that the S1E2 as a submission was mostly submitted because it's funny, because it's from StarMade, and it's kind of blocky, and it's kind of a meme ship. But nevertheless, let's move on. This is Jono's real submission, the AoG Bomber. And it's sitting here and being stored, not burning many materials at all. So, what then happens if the Claymore does appear 2,000 meters away? We shall see. From within the cockpit. Maybe not. Alright. It's coming above here. It's closing in. It's doing a bomber dive. And bam! There we got a good cram here. That's a good cram hit, man. Wow. The Claymore can't maneuver anymore. Well, that's great. That's some good damage. And the turret is still facing towards the enemy, so it can still deal damage. Can deliver those cram bombs pretty reliably. It's trying to shoot back with crams. Ooh. That was pretty close. Yeah, well, cram shells are so unlikely to hit that we really, like, the Claymore is not a threat against bombers, let's be real about that. So yes, it shoots back with crams, but you know, it's not much judged for getting hit by those, even though it's not good. They're more judged with the ability to deal damage here. We're lining up again, getting in for a good cram shot, keeping steady. Whoa. And there we can see. Oh, wow. That's a pretty good hit, I believe. Oh yes, it's even flying up into the air a little bit there. Was that AI parts? No? It was parts of AI parts. But it wasn't the AI parts itself. So we're like watching a tiny cram battle right now. Let's see how Jono's first submission will do. This one has had a beautiful little text on it too, which is now removed. I do believe it accidentally got hit by a cram there. Does it fall down? No, it's still online. But it's really keeping its distance. It's playing safe, that's for sure. Oh no, we got another cram volley. Oh no, it got hit. It got hit by a cram broadside. Ooh, no, and the turret is kind of sad, and it started to burn as well, and the cram is only firing blanks now. Cool effect though. Oh man. Yeah, this doesn't look too good. It's really funny, it has burning effect. When damaged, I suppose. Well, that's just great. This little thing here is apparently a little detection unit. Alright. Has the cram cannon repaired enough, I wonder? It goes down for a sweep. No. Apparently not. I think we'll need to restart this battle here a little bit. It got damaged. Here we go. Same enemy, same setup. It's climbing. Do we have high speeds? 70 meters per second. Not particularly fast, not particularly slow. Going down and bam. Deals some pretty decent damage with the cram here. That's a big hole. It can easily take out this this craft with one shot if it just gets the first shot right, I believe. Well, it's playing really safe. It's going far away to make sure the cram is reloaded. On the other hand, it's not a diff ship, so it can deal this type of damage all day, which is nice. Alright, it goes down for a swoop. Oh no, ooh. Why? Did it deflect? Wow, that's a good hit. That's some cram parts right there. Okay, it hollowed out this thing. That is pretty impressive indeed. Very, 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 very accurately delivered damage. Now, it didn't have any clue that there was like nothing important there, but on the other hand, it really couldn't. But it's not able to evade the cram shells. And again, we're not testing evasion this time. I think we're just gonna quickly repair it a little bit. But that can certainly be, well, it ain't superb. Okay, let's see what we're doing here for another swoop. We care mostly about the damage delivery here. There we go. Can we get some slow motion there? Come on. That is a well-aimed... That's a very well-aimed shell. Wow. Okay, that's... It deals good damage. It deals good damage, that's for sure. And now this thing tries to shoot back, as always. It's like playing very safe. It goes very far away to deliver another round. And when we test it against the lighter anti-air weapons, I do think it's going to benefit a lot from that. So that will be interesting to see. Now let's see. Oh, damn. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wow, okay. Yes. It has a bit of a weakness against crams. That's something we have to take into account. But its cram is dealing good damage, it really is. I think it's mostly, like you can see, it penetrates very deeply. So it's mostly luck that decides it doesn't crit the enemy at once. Now I believe this is at 73%, so it still gets pretty damage. That's for sure. It's just that it flies so stably that the crams have a little bit of a too easy day. I wonder why it flies in this angle too. That's something that is a mystery to me. It has anti-missile missiles, but it seems to not utilize them when the crams are incoming. Maybe they're only set up to target other missiles, that's possible too. Alright. There we go. Well, it took out a big chunk of this target too. Again. I'm thinking on what grading I should give this and its combat performance, because it's dealing good damage, it's dealing efficient damage, but it's doing it a little bit too slow. So yeah, but I think I'll know what to put on this the next blast. I think it will take this one out. We're popping in here again. See if the last blast really should take it out by the last blast here. Going down and bam. Dealing some damage. 60%. Is that AI parts? Probably not. Little slow. Anyways, let's move on. Next up, we have this beautiful thing from Kinda Sexy. Or Eldosh Koshkosh. And this thing is a beautiful little plane snoozing around here waiting for a target, which we should give it. Which is, of course, the Claymore. Now, I don't remember... No, it doesn't. It's only an AI craft. I just checked if it had some kind of cockpit-y thing or not. Alright. This thing gotta be pretty quick, right? No. Top speed is 55 meters per second. That is surprising. Cram shells incoming. Very hard to hit something so small with crams. Oh! There we go. popping in bombs there. Bam! They fire all at once. Well, that's more of them. They are indeed laser targeters. Whoa. Wrong thing to lock on. It locks me on the wrong things all the time. Well. Another volley of these missiles popping in here. Bam. That's some damage. Interesting indeed. Did that look like clusters? I don't think you'll hit... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you a little bit more accurate than I anticipated? Okay, we'll need to emergency repair this friend here. Okay. Are you regaining your senses here? Alright. Make sure you're ready for fighting. Okay, it goes down for another swoop. What? Are you kidding me? It bounced. So this thing is pretty slow. That's probably one issue, right? Right, what do we have here? They come in a bunch. Man, that's a lot of them. Bam. And they got blasted away from the first. I think they probably would have done better having frag or possibly having a delay. Okay, I thought it was cluster first. But it's not, it's just they get blasted away there. And then they come for a return blast. Well, very few of the missiles actually miss, so it seems to be a decent way enough to deliver some damage, that's for sure. %. Well, it seems it's dealing some pretty damage, but it's just not... And these are circling around here. They're just missing the mark there. So it seems that kinda sexist design is having some firepower issues. No, that's just lucky that the crams are deflected. Or we got a shield somewhere. I don't think we got the shield here, but if we do. Locking on and bam. It's looking pretty cool, that it does. Kinda sexist design does deliver damage, but the blast makes them go away and they come from different angles. And they do deal damage, but the damage is so light that it seems to be mostly superficial explosives. I think that the damage dealing capabilities of this plane is a little bit on the lower side, right? Right, we spawned them again just to make a recheck here. But as said in the request for bombers, one of the most important metrics are to efficiently deal damage. And I do believe we are having some issues on this department here. As we can see, it has secondary props, that's good. But I would expect that this type of damage would work better against something like the deep water guard. You can see it's kind of superficial. Well, it does deliver the damage, and that's something. Well, I think we've seen enough to judge this craft's damage dealing capabilities of a single sea target. Next out, we have Light of the Worlds Star Drop. So we're going to spawn in the enemy and we're gonna see what types of damage we're dealing against it. So we have a pretty thick design going on there. So what happens if 2000 meters away a claymore appears? Well, we're having targets. We have a flare just to make sure we're not getting hit. Another one. And we're starting to drop bombs. And there we go. We did some pack damage right there. Well, that's some Pierce pack. Packing a real punch, if you know what I mean. No, that's impact pack. I already know that. Oh, wow! Do we have some EMP damage there? That got deleted. Wow, what a performance. We're going again. Using flares. Oh. Ooh, that's that's so lucky. Okay. And let's see here. I don't see because of the smoke. I do believe we did a pack hit to the side there. Now let's see here. Did we drop a missile? I think we already did that. But where is it? There it is. We're having an EMP missile. Okay, we can go up in. And bam! Oh. Did it die? No, it didn't. So we have to have some luck and EMP. The crams are popping in there, but no hit. It's having a somewhat irregular fly pattern too. Taking some light fire. I don't think anything important fell off. Bam! Here we did some real damage. And we got some EMP there too. Interesting. Oh, where is it? It's going in for another attack. Facing upwards. Okay. And there we go. Wow. And with some EMP too. No, not dead yet. I think the first time around was some really lucky blasts. Alright. Now it's coming here again. We're gonna slow down time. You wanna see this. Bam! That is some impact pack. That's a really cool way of crushing sea targets, I must say. It really is. Alright, where is it? Oh, there it is. It's diving low and coming for another attack run. Alright. Bam! That is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool with a pack bomber like this, I think. I never seen one before. It seems the Light of the World took a dive into the sea for some reason there. Well, it's also playing pretty safe. Bam! Blasting with some more packs there. Well, it's dealing some decent damage. I think I know what to grade this. I've seen enough to indeed know. So, let's move on. Next out, we have Netrameira's Hummingbird, which is an ornithopter. It's tucked away there safely for storage. So what happens if a claymore appears into the distance? right. Dealing some light missile damage. I think we'll need to slow down time for this, man. Oh my god. Here we see. The damage is coming in. Whoa, that's some diff rods. Oh, darn. Yeah, that's some hash. That's some hash for you. Damn. That's some EMP damage too. If it's lucky, it can... Oh yes, it was indeed. Wow, that's super performance. Let's check that again. Alright, here we go. Missiles are softening up the target. And the best way to survive is of course deal the maximum amount of damage as soon as possible. There we go. Bam. That's some pretty decent damage. And it's quick too. I don't think these crams have a chance of even disturbing our combat testings here. Top speed is almost 100. Look at that. Here we go. Not reloaded quite yet. But it's almost dead, so that's something. Oh, there we go. Bam. That's some damage. 67%. Yes. Here we are indeed dealing very decent damage. Look at it fly too. Doesn't it look absolutely stunning? Amazing. Some VLMs to help with constant damage. Is it this? No. I think it's just chilling for another round. It's popping in for another run. Look at that. Does look pretty stunning. VLMs did their part, and I think we're here to finish the job. Oh yes. There we go. Very impressive performance. That was really something. Awesome to see the first bombers in action. I believe, however, that we will not have time to try more of the bombers today. So there is a lot of them, and I had hoped that maybe I would have been happy if, like, ish 5 people would have submitted bombers to the challenge. But the total amount of submission with several multi-submission is like 24, something like that. 24 it is, I believe. So that is very cool. That's very great. But it also means we have more episodes. I'll need to part up them into different episodes because I just can't record all of 25 of them at the same time. I thought I would be able to, but I'm also a little bit of a time optimist. So that doesn't happen, It's just too much. I think if I go through all of the bombers through this test in one single go, I think that the video will be around 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, something like that. So this is your Admiral Gmodism, the Army of Gmodism, who you're of course submitting your bombers to. And if maybe you're watching this and maybe you're wondering how to join the Army of Gmodism, well, go into the Discord, go into the role assignment area, and assign yourself Matros 3rd class, and you're in the Army of Gmodism. You can also become a commissioned officers like them over there. That's also possible. In any case, huge thanks for watching this little first combat performance of the bombers. I think I have gotten a little bit delayed of doing them because I was thinking to do them a little bit more complexly than we have to do. So I hope that you have enjoyed this test and that this is good enough, hopefully. I don't know how I else would have done them, but in any case. Thanks a lot for watching. This is your host, Gmodism, and we're signing out with our motto, AoG Invictus.